I guess there's no better way of starting than that, is there?
No.
Behind the scenes.
Hmm. How do we start something? Do we just talk about how bad we are at starting things and then make that the thing? Are we recording right now? Yeah, we
I
are.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Huh.
we're in. Hello.
Hi, yeah, 14. We'll figure this out.
We'll figure it out. We'll come up with. We'll write a script. We need to get
We-
the writers in, which is us.
You just gave me an idea for the next intro, which is spoiling it a little bit. But anyway. Oh my god. We have some things to talk about when it comes to movies. Okay, look, we're going to jump straight to TV shows because we have stuff to talk about movies and we have stuff to talk about games. And I know there's also the Golden Globe things but I want to stay away from that because they're so heavily political and like
Yeah, they're not out yet though. That was just nominations, right?
exactly, yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
so
Still,
we'll talk about it when the results come out.
yeah,
Maybe.
as carefully as we can.
Yeah.
But oh god, there's just TV shows are in a kind of a state at the moment.
Yeah, they're kind of just. It's literally, and we were talking about this. It literally is just WandaVision
Mm-hmm.
and some niche market, TV show. That's it.
Yeah, but like, and by niche market we mean like that doesn't mean they're not good. That doesn't mean like they're not like really
No.
good, like hidden gems are in the rough type of thing that are just like no. They are really good. It's just they're not like they're not Game of Thrones level or Peaky Blinders level of like boom. Here's how big this show is.
There's a so it's almost like a cult following.
Yeah,
It's kinda
that's a better thing for it.
Yeah, it's literally like the people that have watched it and enjoyed it have their own little group, and they're like over there, and they're like
Yeah.
talk about it over there, and everyone else is like has no idea about this.
Yeah, it's so like I can scroll through any like news article site on TV shows and movies, and sorry, stroking out at 11 o'clock in the morning, but
Yeah.
I'll see all I'll see is superhero things, Star Wars things, B-listed superhero things. And then just B-listed, as you said, B-listed shows that not a whole lot of people will know about, but people will still enjoy. It's been... Okay, I know I say it's been a while since we had a big show. It's like, oh, look how big this is. The Mandalorian doesn't really count. It's Star Wars. It's kind of cheating.
Yeah, WandaVision, it's superheroes again, kind of cheating.
Yeah, and like that. Yeah, the big one that's like you can't escape from is WandaVision. Again, that's not saying it's bad. It's just I just don't know how long I can really go looking at different TV shows, and the only things that get recommended to me are superhero things.
Yeah, and I think especially after Endgame, it was kind of like the peak of superhero movies up to this point. So kind of going back into like a rebuilding phase. I'm not into it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
into
kind
it.
of
Like, don't get me wrong. I watched WandaVision, and it is some of the greatest shit you will watch. It is unbelievable. The like the first two episodes, you're like, okay, and then 3, 4, and 5. The ending
Bam.
of 5 is just. Whew. But like again, I'm not really like I don't necessarily want to be following the story as much as I did with Endgame, you know, that kind of way.
Because we said so goodbye to so many characters. Like what, we were 7 when the first like Marvel movies started properly coming out.
7, 8, yeah.
7 or 8, yeah. So like we've literally grown up with it. So when Endgame happened, we knew they were going to try and build up this whole new universe. I would rather if they just did like not spin-off shows, but just other superheroes and things like that. But that like this whole thing of that we just have superhero shows and all that type of stuff is really making me excited for shows like Lord of the Rings series that's going to come out, which got synopsis for I think it was 2 weeks ago at this point now.
Yeah.
And like the Wheel of Time as well, which is something I didn't even know of until they said. So I don't know how big the show is going to be, but this is that's what I'm looking forward to. There's something else that's not Star Wars
else.
superhero.
Exactly. Something new.
Something new.
Like if I didn't watch WandaVision, or like if I didn't watch WandaVision with my family, or most likely going to watch Winter Soldier, with my family. If it wasn't because I watched them with them, I probably wouldn't watch it. I honestly probably wouldn't watch it till like maybe a year later and be like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. Or if I wasn't doing this show, I probably wouldn't watch it. But like, it's not necessarily something I want to watch. I am doing the show and I still haven't watched it. But you'll watch it in the end, like when it's fully done, so we can give a review, you know, that kind of way.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it at some point. I'm watching the Clone Wars at the moment, which is funny because it's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, but like if it wasn't because of that, I probably wouldn't watch it. But like again, I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it, but I probably wouldn't watch it otherwise.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say like you wouldn't watch it if you're not with people. Like I don't love watching TV shows in general. I usually stick away from them. Like I usually play games or watch a movie. But like now that I have people around, like we just watch random TV shows. It's like we usually find some like gems or something like that. But yeah. I don't like someone else is watching on their own, and the other two don't actually really like the Marvel stuff. I'm kind of on my own. I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it's one of those things that's like, you know, it's kind of like everyone's telling you to watch it. It was the same thing with me in Game of Thrones. Everyone was like, oh, you need to watch Game of Thrones. You need to watch. I was like, I don't really want to though. And then I eventually caved in, watched it, loved it, enjoyed it really much, but I didn't want to watch it. You know? Yeah. I didn't want to watch it. Watched it because it was like, you know, eventually had to watch it. And I think that's the feeling I'm getting with this, you know?
Yeah.
Like with Endgame, when Endgame was coming out, or Infinity War, so we were all like, oh, come on, just give it to us. Like, everyone was like, when's this, the quickest I can watch it? No one's, I don't necessarily, I'm like, oh, Friday's tomorrow, can't wait for WandaVision, you know?
Yeah, no, I would have been like that for...
House is on fire.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm touching the floor. The floor's still cold. I got a few minutes.
we can probably bang this out before you.
Yeah, we can bang it out. It's okay.
If not, it's going to be a very drowsy second half.
Houses here are well insulated. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, we got this. Okay. Yeah, like... I can't wait for another show that's as big as Game of Thrones. I just kind of came out of... I don't want to say that Game of Thrones came out of nowhere, but I can't really remember the very first season of it, like before, like the hype leading up to season 1.
No, I don't think there was a hype. It was kind of like... No. It was like, oh, here's Game of Thrones. And then it started as a kind of like a niche cult following. Yeah. And then as it went on with season 2, 3, it started to pick up a lot of fucking pace.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of pace. And then to the end, it was like, to this day, it's probably the most talked about TV show probably ever.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Everyone, like I say, 99% of people, if you go, oh, what do you think of Game of Thrones, will be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and have an opinion because they've watched it, you know.
Yeah,
it's one of those shows that pretty much everyone has watched,
or at least watched some of. Oh, Mike is loud. Or yeah, at least watched some of, because I may not have watched a lot of Game of Thrones. I still watched it.
Yeah,
it's okay. It was just like I it's down to that thing where if enough people tell me to watch something, I'm not gonna do it. Same happen. It's like we talk about American Horror Story. A lot of people go, oh, it's so good. I love it. It was like, cool. Keep to your fucking self. Don't care. I'm not watching it.
I feel like that's something that hits you home.
It is something that fucking hits me home. I just knew so many people who were like, oh, what? What's American Horror Story? I was like, no, thanks. Oh, look at all the different lore in this. I'm like, it's a fucking horror thing about a house. Like, look, all these characters interlinked with this one. This is a real life place. I'm like, oh, cool. Wow. Fuck off. I just didn't. It's worse than people who love Nirvana. And yes, I'm bringing this back up again. I don't like Nirvana because the amount of people who actually go, oh, Nirvana's all my life. I'm like, you fucking good. Can you talk about something else? Oh, blood pressure spiked.
I think we should move on from that topic, otherwise you're just gonna break again.
All I
But
hear
yeah.
is ringing.
But yeah, I want a TV show that has is one of those TV shows like Game of Thrones that just absolutely breaks the internet. You know, like I feel like Peaky Blinders has that, but not to the same exposure. I don't think.
Oh yeah, well, it's to a certain exposure, but maybe not the biggest exposure, or as big of an exposure as Game of Thrones had. But even if it's at that level, or like the same level as what you call it, Breaking Bad, because like everyone loves that show, and when
Yeah.
it was out and it was run, it was like just
No
the
bad
talk
episodes
of
in
everything.
Breaking Bad.
Sorry,
There's no bad episodes in Breaking Bad.
there we are. See,
And if anyone ever brings up the fucking Fly episode, that episode is brilliant.
oh god, I feel like it's your turn now to have this thing.
Sorry, but whenever anyone says Breaking Bad doesn't have a bad episode, and then they go the Fly episode, it's like you clearly did not get the whole point of Breaking Bad. Then if you think that episode is bad, anyway, I won't get into it.
Also, just noted that my microphone was up way too loud all of a sudden, but it's fine now. Yeah, like exactly. A show like that has such a loyal following that doesn't, shaft its viewers at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Game of Thrones did. Look, season 8 wasn't great.
Well, it wasn't. It really killed it.
Yeah,
It really did.
it really did kill it. So, and look, we have all these Star Wars things coming out. We're like literally this is just the beginning of all the superhero and all the Star Wars stuff. So at least we might have the Lord of the Rings. Well, we do have Lord of the Rings stuff. So hopefully that'll find something. That'll find
Bit of traction.
a bit of traction or something. And amidst all of that, like I'd almost hate to be some form of writer or something that avail in this industry at the moment, where everything is just superhero based. Everything is like this, and I kind of feel like if everything is superhero based, every company will want something superhero based. Everything will want something like that. So if you come up with like a fresh idea, if we're like, people know superheroes more, we don't want this fresh idea. We'll go for something else that people actually watch, and it's just going to become saturated. People are going to hate it, and they're going to lose viewers. Who are going to go, oh, what's going on? Reel out more superhero things. I'm like, no. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Exactly, because I do think that superheroes was. It obviously became big with like, the start of the MCU and like the Dark Knight and all that. Like that kind of projected superhero stuff forward, and it became the biggest stuff. But I think now, after 10 years of consistent superhero stuff, to just now be consistently bringing out superhero TV shows is not the way to go after 10 years of just consistent,
It's just gonna end up. It's just gonna be like the fucking. Is this gonna be the Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty of the movie and film industry?
Yeah.
And sorry, TV series industry.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, what's coming out this year? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but we'll always buy it.
We'll always get it. Yeah. No, don't really have anything else on TV series to talk about that's not going to just completely counteract everything we've been talking about for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah. If we were to talk about TV shows now, literally, it would literally just be WandaVision.
You're
And
just
what
gonna
happened,
want to,
and it would literally go against everything we just said.
yeah. So look, we'll dedicate a bit more time to the other two sections which we have a bit more time in.
Yeah.
A bit more stuff in. So you know, like what topic are you going to next?
We'll go movies.
Okay, I had a feeling you'd say that. Let's stick on superheroes then. Fucking ironically, I was hoping you wouldn't say it. We at least have the Suicide Squad, but
Yeah.
it's not really superheroes. I guess it's anti-heroes.
Yeah.
But like we have James Gunn's already superhero. No, fuck it, Suicide Squad. Nice and done, ready to be shipped. All this done.
It's
I
done.
hope this
It's
is
ready.
good.
I really do, because the first one, exactly. So
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
yeah. So I hope this one is a lot better than the first one. Again, don't necessarily see how it can't be.
Yeah.
But I really hope it's better than the first one, and I do think that a film like that, R-rated, is the way to go.
Yeah, look, what we're just talking about there were all these like superhero things come into play and all this type of stuff. You're like, oh yeah, maybe it's getting a bit saturated. Something like this would almost be like, something like this is almost refreshing. Having these like anti-heroes that's like funny and violent and all this type of stuff almost feels refreshing. Almost feels like it's a new thing coming out. That's why I'm actually excited for it, because I know we had Deadpool with the MCU, but like, yeah, even look at that in the midst of all these like superhero things. All
That
these like
felt fresh.
kids, yeah, all these like different like kids movies for people to look up to. There's this one 18s thing, and it just felt great.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I think if movies like superhero movies are going to continue to succeed, it has to start to become R-rated. It has to.
They have to
And we
embrace
saw
the
that,
idea,
like
at
you
least.
said, we saw that with, like you said, Deadpool, because that was a different level of, that was a different type of hype,
Yeah.
when that was coming out, than like any other movie. That was
Pretty
a
much the
different
old, like,
type of hype. And
just
then like the
early
Joker,
2000s
that was,
of just
you
like
know, that was
being
on its
cool
own
to see an
level of
R-rated
amazing.
movie. Just make it like
you
that
know?
again.
And that was
That was the
R-rated.
fun days.
So I think the R-rated is the way to go at the moment.
Yeah, you're gone. The fire has finally claimed him. Time for the jingle. Did you claw your way out of the fire this time?
I did, yeah.
Back out of the smoke? We good now? You safe?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
What were you on? What were you saying?
What was I on? I don't know if I can say that.
Nope, you have to bleep that one out. Yeah, 100% if you ever want a job.
Wow, what's scary about that was just how little amounts of restraint I had saying
yeah,
that.
that was
Just
unnatural.
straight out. I've been doing good. We're talking about R-rated superhero things.
Yeah, what was the last thing you heard me say?
I don't listen to you on a regular basis.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't listen to me. It's a weird way of dealing with this. Something about Suicide Squad.
Is that far back? I was just saying that like the Joker and Deadpool just had a different type of hype around it, and that's why I think R-rated superhero movies is the way to go, and that's exactly where it's going with like Batman and like Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse is going to be R-rated.
It's
Suicide
rewind.
Squad.
What?
Yeah, that's going to be R-rated.
I'm
pretty sure.
What?
Yeah,
If it is, it's the first I've heard about it.
pretty sure it is.
Doctor Strange into. Oh, yep. Forgot my phone has to do a weird thing like that. Into the R-rated. Is Doctor Strange or we don't touch it R-rated horror?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is not. I thought this is not new news.
January 2020? What the fuck? How did this like just skew under my mind?
Yeah.
December 10, 2019?
Yeah, I thought this was just common knowledge.
Why wasn't it common knowledge to me? Also, Tom McGuire's in it.
Yeah,
Andrew
apparently.
Garfield's also in it.
Apparently.
Ryan
Apparently,
Reynolds is
the
in it.
end of WandaVision, again, talking back about fucking this, apparently the end of WandaVision is going to lead into that.
Hmm. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
didn't
you
know
go.
that. Oh, yeah, wow, fair. Okay,
That's
yeah,
going to be...
you're dead right then.
It probably will end up not being R-rated.
But it'll be higher than 12s and PG.
It'll be higher than 12s for
13.
sure.
Yeah.
Especially the way WandaVision is going, it definitely is taking a very dark turn.
Yeah.
A very dark turn. So, maybe.
Yeah, because... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Back in a time where, like, Inception was big. Like the 2010s or, like, late 2000s. Like, all, like, some of, like, the biggest movies out there that were all going around, they weren't, like, kids' things. They weren't Disney. They weren't anything like this. They were these type of... It's kind of out of nowhere movies that were just so big, like Inception and affairs like The Dark Knight as well. None of them
Yeah.
were kids things. None of them were fueled completely on the name and the brand of, like, say, Disney or Marvel or something like that. They were literally big because they were just fucking good. Now, okay,
Yeah.
Dark Knight was probably sold on Batman as well to an extent.
But that's
But
still,
still, it's-
quite, like, that's scary. But, like, it's still, it's got a dark undertone.
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, like, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, you say undertone. The fuck you talking about? The dark is literally in the fucking title. It's there in front of you. There's no undertone. It's telling you.
Yeah. But, like, I remember, like, Batman Begins scared the absolute piss out of me with the...
Yeah, it's
the
terrifying.
Scarecrow. My God, that shit's scary. And then the Joker is scary in its own sense. Dark Knight Rises
He's
is
fucking
scary.
terrified as well.
But yeah. Exactly, yeah, I do see where you're coming from.
Well, you see where I'm coming from.
But
No,
yeah,
but like-
like it's bad that some of the best movies that we were getting, and the kind of the only thing that gets into the news is just superhero movies.
It's just superhero things, exactly. And there's like so many, like if we look for a movie here, we go onto Netflix, we scroll through for ages, we go past all the popular stuff, and then we like try and find this like hidden gem.
Yeah.
Just in the midst of everything. Like we found one, what's it called? It was like Captain Peanut Butter Falcon. Have you ever seen that?
No, is it good?
Shia LaBeouf is in it. It's like a kind of a heartwarming thing. It's like set in America. It's such a bizarre concept. I'm not actually going to say what it is, because if you do want to watch it, please genuinely watch Captain Peanut Butter Falcon. It is such a good movie. I would recommend to anyone. I love it so much. I recommend to you as well. It's so fucking good. But it's not a superhero thing. We look at superhero and goes, okay, that's grand, and we kind of just go on, and we're like, okay, this looks a bit better. We'll watch this.
Yeah.
And I would do it. I was like, this is more enjoyable because it's something we weren't expecting.
Yeah. 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 I just I don't think we can say any more on the topic. Like, it's literally just yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
like I know we didn't want to talk about Golden Globes, but I had to like bring it up.
Yeah.
If you think about last year, I know practically nothing came out, but like if you think
Yeah.
about last year, everything you heard about was, oh, Black Widow was cancelled and we had to move this other superhero movie back the next year, and blah blah blah, WandaVision this, WandaVision that. Like, I'm looking here at the best the best fucking movies nominations. I have never even heard of half of these. Like,
Good,
okay,
honestly.
I know Borat. I know Borat, right?
Hmm.
Hamilton. Didn't watch it. Didn't even know it came
Didn't
out.
watch it either.
A movie called
I didn't know
Music.
what it was for ages.
What? Palm Springs, The Prom, The Father, Mank, No Man's Land, Promising Young
Santa for
Woman,
prom.
The Trial of Chicago 7. Like, I think I've heard about 3 of these movies.
Yeah, I've heard a good few of them. Alright, I haven't seen them. That's a different thing.
I haven't heard of any of these, bar like 3.
Um, like what? Trial of Chicago 7 is on Netflix.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah, 'cause it's on Netflix. There's one or two other ones in there as well. That, like, I'm surprised Borat's there.
Yeah, but that's under the comedy
Yeah,
nominee. But like,
yeah. Well,
it just
everybody
goes
had a
back
lot of
to like
ammo.
half of these movies no one has seen or even heard of. So like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'd say there's definitely, like, it goes back to what we're talking about with TV series. Most of what you'll see nowadays, for at least a good while at least, is just going to be superhero things, B-movie superhero things, or just kind of these. Now again, it is not saying that these aren't good. Like, I've only ever
No, we're
heard,
not
like,
saying that.
yeah, I've only ever heard good things about Hamilton, and there's a few other ones you said there as well. I was like, I've heard good things about. I'm like, yeah, I might give it a watch or something.
Yeah.
But again, they're not huge. They're not like
No.
everyone will talk about it. Everyone knows about it. I still don't know what Hamilton is. I don't know what it's about. I didn't even watch,
exactly.
like, before I watched Inception or any big movies in the past. I knew to an extent what they were about, and then I was like, cool. Like, even go as far back, not even that far back. Whenever Lady Bird was released, with Saoirse Ronan, I knew what that was about before I still haven't seen it actually. But people talked about it, and like, that's only a small enough show or movie. I mean, that's compared to other things, and I still, like, people were still talking about it a lot more. Now it's just, I think movies that come out of nowhere are not really talked about and are just, there it is,
Yeah, like
being nominated for a Golden Globe.
I have like last year's list here, like for as a comparison of last year's Golden Globe nominations, right? Again, Best Picture, right? 1917.
Heard
Do
of
we
it.
know what that is? Yes. The Irishman. I think everyone knows what that
Heard of
is.
it.
Joker. Everyone fucking knows what
Heard
that
of it.
is. Marriage Story. Everyone knows what that is. The Two Popes. Everyone knows what that is. Like,
No, but
you can't compare one with the
yeah,
other. You
yeah,
know, like these 5 films here, right? I have seen 4 out of the 5. Haven't seen Marriage Story, right? All
me
of
neither.
them phenomenal,
Mm.
right? All of them great. Haven't seen a single one of the other 10 I mentioned in the last one.
Yeah,
You know, so like, movies have definitely taken a hit. I know the coronavirus hurt it a big time, but I think it goes back to what you said, literally, like, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Jojo Rabbit, Knives Out.
oh yeah.
Like, these films are phenomenal last year, you know.
Mm.
But sorry, what you said a little while ago of someone presenting a movie to a producer and they just go, no, let's make something superhero.
Yeah,
You know, and that's what it goes down to.
yeah. Like, it's just what it comes down to. Is if okay. I know we talk about all this type of stuff about how we want some new things and all that type of stuff. I want them to actually be good as well. I don't want just this like random new thing to come out and I'll go, okay, I'll watch it because it's new, and it just turn out to be a rehashing cliche thing. At the same time, I don't want something to come out and feel like you're so stuck for things that you're just going to throw something at a wall, such as the GameStop stock documentary that's in the works.
Yes, great transition.
Thank you.
Great.
It was
10 out of
actually
10.
good until you fucking clapped me for it.
No, 10 out of 10.
I hate you.
You deserve a raise.
Of 0 to 0.
0 to 0, yeah.
Thank you. But like,
You're
you can
welcome.
agree with me, I don't want to watch a fucking documentary on this. But second off, how fast were these things greenlit?
But you know what? Do you know what? Right? It's because you've no interest in that. I actually kind of do want to watch a documentary on that.
You know what I always said 4 seconds ago? I hate you. Why do you just live to spite me?
Like, I do think it's ridiculous, right? It's absolutely bonkers. For the people that don't know or have been living under a rock really for the past like 2 weeks, If
No,
you don't
even
know
the
what's going
rocket
on,
signal.
I don't know what to explain to you. Even if you don't understand what was happening, surely you know what was happening with GameStop stock, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't know the full extent of it, but you've heard about it. It's absolutely mad, right? Have you ever seen The Big Short?
Yes.
You've seen it, yeah?
Think so. Yeah.
Phenomenal,
Yeah.
right? And that's about like stocks and stuff. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. Probably, you know what? Probably like top 10 of my list favorite movies of all time, and that's sad. But
Okay.
I have an interest in that. So like,
You're studying accounting.
I'm studying accounting, therefore it's like, you know, that I have an interest in that area. So I'm gonna I
Stop
was following this
justifying yourself and
GameStop
get on
stuff.
with it.
I was following this stuff that was going on, and like I would love to see it on the big screen, just be able to like someone explain it really really well to me, you know.
Yeah, to an extent, I wouldn't mind like a short documentary, like an hour long type of thing. I'm just saying what it was and what's happening. But you know what I don't want? I don't want fucking 4 movies
Yes.
and series coming out about it. Are
Yes,
you that stuck?
that's where I was going. That's where I was going with the with this. I was gonna say that I would like to see it, but 4 is a bit ridiculous. It's
Oh,
very ridiculous. Give me a documentary. I don't need a movie, a documentary, and a TV show about this. You know,
Jesus. Oh,
you
it's
know.
like,
Come on.
why the fuck?
But again, like we're kind of contradicting ourselves to a certain degree, because we're like, come out with more original stuff, and then when the original
Yeah.
stuff comes out, we're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's why I said like a few seconds ago, like I wanted to come out, I wanted to actually look good and interesting. I don't want this because everyone
Yeah,
knows about this. This isn't
yeah.
fucking new. This is just like rehash here.
This is
Discuss it.
just this is literally like topical. Like, bring it out in 10 years when people forgot about it and be like, oh shit, yeah. You know,
This
don't
happened
bring it out.
days ago.
Literally, yeah, literally, you'd release the documentary as it's happening. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it'll literally be like at the last part would be like, to be continued. Turn
That's like
on
right.
news tonight to follow more.
That's like right. That's like filming and directing a wartime movie during a war.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Like what the fuck?
during World War II, you release part 1. and then
Oh.
and then 1945 comes around. It's like, this is part 2, the end of it. You know, what's going on?
It's what's funny is actually now that we're discussing this and I'm obviously talking about this in front of a microphone. I scrolled down and advertising is Tales from the Loop, a sci-fi show on Amazon Prime. I'm like, you know what? That looks good.
Tales of the Loop.
Yep, no idea what it is.
No idea.
Yep, I just gotta advertise it and wanting something. I'm looking up Tales from the Loop drama series. No idea what it is. Looks sci-fi. Getting decent enough ratings.
Do you know what I kind of want to watch?
Well,
And I don't know if I can get into it because it's very long. I really want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh again.
oh lad, you have no idea. We're we're scrolling through Crunchyroll the other day. We saw Yu-Gi. I know it's a fucking TV series and all, and we're on movies at the moment. But we were scrolling through Crunchyroll. We saw like the 7 different variations of Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, oh my god, the childhood.
Yeah, but don't waste your time on Crunchyroll. It's on Amazon Prime.
Is it cool?
No ads.
Yeah, no ads.
I
Well,
was
no,
looking
one
at
of
it. I
my
was like,
own
looking
roommates
at it,
have it
like,
here.
oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? Like, 5 seasons, not that bad. There are 50 episodes in each season.
Oh
That's-
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, so I did like quick like maths, and it was literally like that would be the equivalent of 11 seasons if it was like about 20 episodes a season. That's mad. That's 100
Yeah, but at least the
episodes.
episodes are like what, 20 minutes, 23 minutes long each.
Yeah, it's still mad though.
Still mad. Also, we're back on we're back on TV
Sorry,
series. somehow.
sorry. I would love to see a Yu-Gi-Oh movie though.
There's a few of them. There's a few animated ones.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
Don't make a live action. Let's not go back to this conversation. We're talking about
yeah,
live
no,
action
can we
things.
just stop?
But actually,
Oh, yeah, go on. You go
that
first.
we hinted at like a live action, a remake thing. Just I don't know if this is what you're about to say, right?
Probably not.
But yet again, we're getting another remaster of the Lord of the Rings series.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. Bring it on. You know,
I don't know. Have you
it's
seen
just
the 4K
remastered. It's
adaptation?
just touching it. It's just touching it up. You know, I don't mind that.
No, have you seen the 4K remaster?
Don't think so.
It looks shit.
Really?
Yep. Genuinely looks like okay. No, because think about it. When did the first one come out? 2001. What's with me and W's today?
12,000.
Yeah, what's with me and
2,000. You're really like 2,000.
Oh,
You didn't know
there's at the
what you
beginning
were
of this
doing.
thing as well.
I
Lord
don't
of the
know.
Rings. The Two Towers came out in 2002.
2001.
2001
is the
1,
first
2,
one.
and 3. So like, that came out in 2001. Special effects in that were fucking phenomenal for the time. Then
Yeah.
they got some form of HD remake, and it looked phenomenal. Then they got a Blu-ray HD remaster. That's the best looking one. If you want to watch something, watch that one.
Okay.
Then they brought out, sorry, the Blu-ray one came with like the extended edition, all that type of stuff. So like hours and hours more of watching things. If you're ever going to watch it, do watch the extended version on Blu-ray. But then they released a 4K one, and I saw a comparison video of the Blu-ray and the 4K. The 4K looks shit.
Really?
It highlights so because again,
Yeah, it does it too much.
yeah, it's 20 years. Holy fuck, it's 20 years.
Yeah. 20 years.
God,
only
I
hit
think
you
I
now.
just gained wrinkles saying that. Anyway, sorry. It's been 20 years. The CGI 20 years ago is so much different than now. So when you remaster something that's that old and that like innovative when it comes to CGI, it just stands out. It just doesn't
Yeah.
look as good.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
And like even some like the set pieces and like okay, even when you watch the Blu-ray thing, there's a few scenes where you're like, all right, that doesn't look great. Like when Legolas fucking slides down an elephant or Oliphant trunk, or he like dislocates his fucking shoulder to get up onto a horse at one point in Two Towers. It just doesn't look great. But this is just like even just normal things that generally look great just don't look fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't
So
know
for
that.
them to now
Do it
bring out
again.
another one.
I mean, maybe they realized that they messed up the 4K one and they're going to try and
Yeah.
fix that.
That's my hope because it's IMAX, so
Yeah.
it's for the big screen,
Yeah.
which
Man,
I can
watch
almost
that
tell
big
one of my
screen.
roommates is for the second time in a year going to watch all three of them in the cinema. If she did that, but I've never heard of something get this many remasters. I've never heard of something like even fucking Star Wars. It went
That just
from,
shows
like,
how good this trilogy is.
oh, I love Lord of the Rings
But like
so much.
the other day, my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I watched one of the Lord of the Ring movies." I was like, "Why? No, I wanted to do that with you." And then she goes, "I just didn't understand it." I'm like, "Please, which one did you watch?" And she goes, Return of the King." I was like, "Did you start on the
I was
last one?"
hoping you wouldn't say that. Oh, so I never blew up my mic.
I was like, "What? Why did you watch the last one?" It's like, I was on and my mom said, "Please watch it with me." I was like, "But you don't start on the last one. You just ruined it."
Oh,
But I was like, "You're watching all of them with me, and then you'll understand." She was like, "Okay," because she said that the battle was fucking awesome. I was like, "Yes, but now imagine if you understood it, it'd be even better."
imagine if you
I was like, "Please, because I was like, if she watched the Two Towers, it's still okay, but the fact
Yeah.
that she watched the last one is
Oh, that's rough.
but
That's fucking rough.
it's okay."
Yeah.
Now
damn.
I do have something I just remembered, and it always goes back to it. And again, we're gonna have to change our fucking name because I'm
God.
bringing it back to Tom Holland.
Oh my god.
This man is just on everything, by the way.
Yeah, he's everywhere. The funny thing is, right? He's on superhero things, gaming things, and normal random movies you wouldn't expect to come out of nowhere things.
Yeah, right. But there's two things on Tom
Two.
Holland, right? Yeah. I'll go with the first one, which is about Spider-Man.
I knew you'd say a superhero thing.
They were asking him about it, and they said like, just like what can you tell us anything about the new Spider-Man? And he just said that this is the most ambitious standalone film of all time.
Yep.
Which one gets me very excited for Spider-Man, right?
Which is ironic after everything we've been saying.
Yeah, after everything you just said, but also makes me kind of go, Tobey Maguire is not going to be in this, because if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield is in it, it's not a standalone film anymore.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think so, because I know it's a Spider-Man movie, but I don't necessarily see it as a standalone anymore. Then
Well, what I think he means by standalone is it's not part.
it's not like an Avenger movie. I know.
It's not an Avengers movie. It's a standalone Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I suppose so.
In that case, yeah. But in like, if we're looking at it in the sense of it's a standalone, I had a way of saying this that made me smell smart. I actually messed up the phrase. Makes me sound smart. Oh
Try it again.
no.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Move on.
No, I won't. Stop. No, if you mean by standalone, as you mean like it's just Tom Holland or it's something like that, where it's something new, yeah, it doesn't really act as a standalone movie. Or if it's something that doesn't tie into something else, yeah, it doesn't really act as a standalone movie. But as like as a normal Spider-Man movie, yeah, as a standalone superhero movie, it does. I say it will
Okay.
be ambitious.
Yeah, it probably is. Anyway,
What's
the other thing
Hollandays
about
we
Tom
have to
Holland,
talk about?
the other thing about Tom Holland, which I personally disagree with, right?
You disagree with Tom Holland?
I do. I know it's I'm basically committing a political suicide here, but I do believe that he said that he would like to be the next James Bond after Daniel
Okay,
Craig.
yeah, I also disagree.
I 100% disagree with it for now.
Yeah,
For now,
do young
he
Bond.
is
Oh,
too young to be a
do
James
young Bond.
Oh, in that case.
In that fucking case, do young Bond.
Okay, now I'm backtracking here for a second. In
I'm li- I
that
li-
case,
Literally, I was like, oh yeah. And I looked up to the top left-hand corner, and I have two books there. They're written by Charlie Higgs. And I went, oh, young Bond, young Bond.
okay, now, let's hold up a little bit here.
Yeah, let's rewind for a bit.
Let's might have jumped the gun a little bit here.
Yeah,
If
just
it's
a
a
little bit.
young Bond,
Young Bond.
fuck yes.
Fuck yeah! Now we're
Now we're back on the Tom Holland train here.
Now we're back in the Holland days. Yeah, all right. Young Bond, I would be up for that shit.
100%. 100. If it's normal Bond, no, he's too young for it.
Yeah.
But if it's young Bond, bring
young
it
Bond.
on.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because I'm just thinking about some of those books. They're pretty dark and they're grit. Just they have this little type of grit, but like swagger and shit like that and suave of the original James Bond stuff itself. But it's a young Bond.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, now, thank you.
Yeah, now we have something.
I was like, we're about to have a lot of backlash here, but no. Yeah, definitely young Bond, 100%.
Young Bond, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
How did we?
What?
How did I not make that connection instantly?
Oh, I guess the book series and shit like that. They're pretty old at this point. But yeah, make it fucking. They tried the Alex Rider stuff in the past, and that was horrible.
TV show's meant to be good. Haven't watched it yet though.
I haven't watched it either. That might be the one I watch on my own.
Yeah.
After Clone Wars, 'cause I have 2 more seasons than that. Fucking Young Bond, yeah. Do either Young Bond movies, like do like the entire series of them. Do a series of Young Bond. I don't mind.
Yeah, do something.
Oh,
Do something with young Bond would be awesome.
out of curiosity, if I type in IMDb and then I just click into IMDb and then I wait for it to load, but right after it's done loading, I click the search bar and I type in Tom Holland and spell his first name correctly, even though it's 3 letters. I got 2
T-O-M.
of them wrong. I spelled it Tin. and then click onto Tom Holland. And then if we view his contact information and view Agent Publicist Illegal info,
and we contact them.
and we can't go away,
Dear Mr.
IMDb
Holland.
Pro, let me see how to contact him so we can pitch this idea. Damn it! All right, I need to sign up for fucking IMDb Pro so we can contact Tom Holland.
Damn it. Damn.
We need to get him to do a young Bond.
Wait. This article was written 20 hours ago. This is where I heard it from, but I didn't read this part. He says, I got 2 roles coming up that I'm playing in the next few years that I'm really excited about, but I can't talk about right now. But I mean, ultimately, as a young British lad who loves cinema, I'd love to play James Bond. So I'm just putting that out there. After all, I look pretty good in a suit.
Okay.
In the next few years that he can't talk about, and he mentions James Bond, a young British lad.
Okay.
Hey.
If we just called
if we spoke this into existence yet again.
This is definitely one of the things I'm like, fuck yeah, this is actually what we're kind of talking about, where it's like we just want something new. I love a spy movie. I love new spy movies.
Yeah, definitely. Oh God, we better copyright this idea and then get paid royalty for this idea.
I will make, when I upload this to YouTube, I will certainly make sure to have the recording date as accurate as I can.
Yeah. Make it go viral afterwards.
What the fuck?
Yo, that would be awesome.
Oh,
all I read before was I'd love to be James Bond.
I saw that too, yeah.
Reading this whole interview, this part of the interview, holy shit, that's pretty, that's pushing towards, like you said, young Bond.
Yeah. Oh please.
Oh please is correct.
Don't need to sign up for IMDb Pro anymore if it's already happening.
No, you know this is what you do. You email his agent and be like, give me money, or that's blackmail.
That is blackmail. That's illegal.
Never mind. Just ring him up and be like, yo, can we get some sort of royalties?
Can we get publicity at least?
Publicity, yeah. Can we get Tom on the show?
Can we just get him to turn around and say our name once? That would be enough.
Can he just in the next interview just say the Screen Age podcast? Nothing else, nothing more, just that.
Yeah, even unprompted, just in the middle of a sentence, just stare at the camera and just say it, and that's it.
Yeah, just be like, so Tom, what are you doing these days? I don't know, just the Screen Age podcast, and sometimes it's just sitting at home and just watch a movie or whatever.
Sorry, what did you say? No, I was just sitting at home. No, before that, I can't say it again.
I can't say it again. It's once and once only.
It's once only. Rewind.
You'll have to rewind.
So this is live. It isn't being recorded. Damn.
Someone has a VH tape out there.
VHS tape.
Yeah.
Are you still in 2005?
Yes.
There. It's a good time. We were 5 back then.
That would be awesome. That's definitely something that I would definitely look forward to.
Oh, absolutely.
And want and need.
God, he's only 25.
That man is way too popular he's way too young and way too successful, and he's not even at his prime of acting yet.
His trademark, according to IMDb, is a youthful face and he's 25 this year. Is a youthful face and voice.
And the mad thing is that he hasn't just started acting; he's been acting for a long time.
Oh yeah, no, he was there in 2012 with The Impossible. I'm sure there's ones beforehand if I keep scrolling.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he's got loads. Obviously, the Spider-Man propelled him forward, but he's definitely.
I don't know. The Impossible probably did.
It probably gave him a name, but I don't think it
Oh
necessarily
wait,
made it
oh, it's in
massive.
an anime.
Which one?
You probably won't know it. The Secret World of Variety.
He's in Onward. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
that's new at least.
Spies in Disguise. That one's good too.
Full cast. Who is he in this?
How do we always make this about Tom Holland?
Because we should just rename ourselves the Hollandays. I'm telling you.
Ah, this man is in everything. Shut up.
He's uncredited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because it would be the dub. Jesus, a fucking big. Oh, it's probably Studio Jubilee, isn't it?
What?
This anime thing.
Don't know.
I would almost admit that this is because Studio Jubilee is an anime company who make big long movies, but they always get like really high build casts. Like one of his things has like Christian Bale and a few other things in it as well. Actors.
Things.
I did say things by accident. Damn, he's just been in a shit ton.
Yeah.
That was 2010 as well. So
That's mad. Again, we always find a way of making it about Tom Holland.
we do indeed.
And there's no shame in that.
Absolutely no shame in that. Absolutely, but we are a little. Well, no, we're not over time actually because we managed to save time on the first one. But we might as well. You have anything else?
No, I think that's a good way to wrap it up.
With Tom Holland, yeah. Well, that segment at least. We still have gaming to do.
Yeah, like that segment.
Yeah, cool. Gaming. Some interesting things have come to light.
Yeah? Go on, hit me with it.
Yeah. Okay, well, look. We got a remaster of the Mass Effect series. Which you've been kind of calling for an RPG-esque game for a good while.
I
You'd say,
have.
oh, I want to play something like that. Play Mass Effect.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't thought about this for ages. It's on fucking EA as well. It's actually
Yeah.
on EA Access. You could play it for free. Wait till if you like, maybe wait till this new one, the remaster, comes out because it'll be much different.
Yeah.
I would assume. I would hope. I hope
I
that's
would
just a
hope
straight
so.
remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks really cool. Looks really interesting. Yeah. I don't know why. Why have I never fucking said Mass Effect? Mass Effect. Yeah, it's a sci-fi RPG thing that you'd probably get you into. It's still a lot of action in it. Damn. Why is that not crossed my mind?
You're just having one of those days.
I am having one of those. No, this was like fucking weeks ago, lad. You've been asking this.
I know, yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, so that's everywhere at the moment. That's interesting because like people have a love-hate relationship with Mass Effect. As like the first one's good but clunky. Second one's brilliant and pretty much perfect. Third
Yeah.
one's brilliant as well until you get the ending, and people fucking hate the ending. And people hate the entire thing because of the ending, which is a bit shit.
Bit harsh.
Yeah, but I understand the ending is shit. It is. It's like it did Game of Thrones on it. It was like, oh, absolutely brilliant. Oh, find the ending, big showdown, and I have to make a fucking. I have to shoot one thing. That's it. I'm like, cool.
Thanks for
This is
ruining
done.
this for me.
And this is all. This is gone now. And then Andromeda came out, which got a bit too much hate. I know it looked worse than the Mummy game.
It looked really bad, but yeah, it got too much hate.
In my opinion, it got just that bit too much hate. It's still a bit clunky, still a bit glitchy. Facial expressions looked a bit weird, but still, I still enjoyed it a good bit when I was playing it. Much, we can all agree, much better than fucking Anthem. It came out around the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm looking forward to see if they do anything different. I'm kind of looking forward to see if they change the ending of Mass Effect 3 to make it a bit better. This is the opportunity to do that and to really perfect that game.
I mean, if there's no better time to do it than right now.
No better time to do it. Absolutely no better time.
Yeah.
From RPG to first person, we also got more detail, well, to an extent at least, on Battlefield 6.
I cannot wait for that game.
Which is going to be like the game me and you especially are going to keep our eyes on.
Oh, 100%. We
And to
love
an
a good
extent,
Battlefield.
I love like all forwards again to Battlefield 6. Because
Yeah,
that shit just gets crazy and so much shit happens in it.
yeah, it just slaps different.
Oh, absolutely, it slaps.
Slaps different.
Slaps like when a bullet from a pistol hits you at over 600 meters and somehow kills you.
Stop! Don't even bring that up.
One of the funniest moments I think you've ever had in a game.
The worst pistol hits me from 600 meters and I died.
Yeah, well, it's not even the worst pistol. It's just the most close range pistol you could get, and you're just lying down there. You just die, and you go, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What? I got killed by a pistol." Like, no, you didn't. Look at the kill feed. Yep, G18 right there.
Yeah.
Pistol. I was like,
I have it
"Wait,
recorded.
for where? Yeah, you have it recorded." Like, wait, what do you mean? From where? It's like the building over there. It's like that is a pistol. That's funny.
But
Oh yeah, we have so many good moments in fucking Battlefield 4. So I'd
Yeah.
love for Battlefield 6 to just up that.
Yeah, 100%. And they say they're gonna have like massive lobbies, like like a couple hundred people in it. Like
That's
that's
crazy.
mad. That's insane. And they said like the whole map is like practically destructible. Like
Which is good. Good thing about
Yeah.
Battlefield games is like destructible environments and stuff.
yeah, it makes it more realistic.
Yeah. But like even
Yeah.
just down to like vehicles, the tanks, the weaponry, the customization options you can do, how wide vast they are, and all this type of shit. You could play your own way. We said in the past, it's one of those type of games where you can play. You feel like you're doing really shit. You're dying all the time. Look, you have like 20 more kills than deaths. You don't even realize it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Exactly.
if you are doing shit, you're still having a lot of fun because it's just wacky.
Yeah, like even if you're doing really really bad, you don't notice it. Well, you know you're doing bad, but like you're still it's so much so crazy that you don't even like care till afterwards. You're like, oh, I did that bad.
No, I know we're talking a lot about oh sorry, but the multiplayer and stuff for that. I still hope they have a good campaign because if we look back at all the Battlefield games, they actually pretty much all had really good campaigns. Maybe bar 1 and 5 because they weren't really campaigns; they were episodes of like real world events. But fucking Bad Company, some of the funniest dialogue in a war game of all time, but still really really good fucking game.
In Battlefield
Battlefield.
4, that's some of the best campaign you'll ever have.
Oh, 3 and 4. I actually don't know if I could choose between them because I only really recently like got like a small recap on what 3 was, and I forgot the entire ending sequence to that game is fucking immense. But yeah,
Yeah.
Battlefield 4 is just unreal as well.
Yeah, it's just like they don't make campaigns like that anymore.
They don't, and I'm hoping that'll change them.
Yeah, I hope I hope Battlefield has always been like bar like 1 and 5 has always had great campaigns, like you
Yeah.
said, and it's been known for that. Obviously, it's known for its insane multiplayer, massive game modes, but like the campaigns have always been like a talking point too. So I hope this one is
Always.
like that.
Yeah, I hope this continues that. I hope this one continues this whole thing of just being a great campaign and then just massively brilliant multiplayer to boot. Because that's what Battlefield 4... Like, okay, look, I know we're saying this initially. Battlefield 4 had a harsh launch because it was really glitchy stuff for that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they fixed it, stuff for that, by God, one of the best games ever. Still, like, you look, I bet you'll go on any like GameSprout compilation or like Gamers Are Awesome thing on YouTube, and if you find one of those videos that doesn't have a Battlefield 4 or any Battlefield clip in it, I'm not gonna make money bet because I'll lose money. But no one might fucking look. You're just not gonna find one. You're gonna be there for ages trying to find one without it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those games that it's just different. It's just like you can go back today and play Battlefield 4 and fucking love the shit out of that.
Oh, absolutely.
And just be like, yo, why did I ever leave? And you could stay there for weeks and be like, this is amazing.
Yeah, and look, it's back to modern day as well. So we have those customization options. We have the modern
Yeah,
vehicles. We have this cool setting that just makes things vast and dramatic and like a movie. The whole thing is one big movie.
it
Some of the
is.
games
It
fucking
really is.
last as long as a movie.
It really is. Uh, like the problems I had with 1 and 5 was it was set in like World War I. It's it's not great. I don't like it.
It's too restricted. It's been well. Okay, look,
It's
Battlefield
there's been
One.
too many.
Yeah, Battlefield One was interesting because of the World War One. We had a lot of World War Two games. So World War One was interesting and it was fun because it was still pretty big, but it was still
Yeah,
limiting because of the technology at the time. Then Battlefield 5 came along, and it was still fun because there was a bit more customization options, and there's a bit more vehicles and stuff like that. But everything was kind of based on real life things, and so it felt like it was just trying to be realistic without being realistic,
yeah,
and kind of compounded itself a bit. So, so now that this has this new modern setting where they don't have to try and make it true to form and all this type of stuff. Sorry, I'm burping a lot for some reason. I can't wait.
cannot wait. And it's this year, so like, bring it on, please.
Yeah,
The sooner the better.
absolutely. Another thing that's apparently coming this year as well, which was announced recently, which staying on topic of FPS shooters as well, is there's another Call of Duty coming out this year.
Shocker.
Shocker is fucking right.
But apparently it's not. It's not Activision. I think.
Yeah, who is it again? Well, it's probably a subsidy of Activision,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I don't know
not
who it is.
Sledgehammer. I can't remember who it is. It's not Treyarch because
It's not Treyarch, no.
they had their time. And the fact, sorry, and the fact that it's not Activision is saddening me a little. Well, it's not directly Activision. If it's Raven something or something like that, um, I'll be happy. But I just want to continue the Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare.
Yeah, and apparently it's not. It's gonna still be part of Warzone.
That's fine. Well, we kind of anticipated that.
Yeah.
We'll get to Warzone in a second, because we have a bit of a bone to pick with it lately.
Again.
But look, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, I love I loved Modern Warfare, the new one, 2019. I fucking loved it. I loved the campaign in it as well. I loved
Yeah.
everything about it. Give me that again.
Exactly. Give it to me again, please.
Give it to me again. Give it to me with a different campaign. Give it to me a different weaponry. Give it to me a different same characters. It's a different story. Just continue it. Just go. Just work with what you got. And give me the same feel. At first,
Yeah.
I liked the Cold War feel because it was a bit faster. And then more so when people got like more used to it and more people had a lot of time to practice at the game, it was like, okay, yeah, it was still grand, but it just felt weird. And I played it on PC instead of console. I was like, this game is almost made for PC instead of console. I do so much better on PC. I'm not a regular PC player. I play console because I'm up in Cork. My PC's at Waterford. So when I just play on PC, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this feels so much better. It's so much more attuned for it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that on Modern Warfare. On Modern Warfare, that this is almost made for a console.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It was like I think with Modern Warfare we kind of got sick of it because we played it for so long and Warzone was there and it was kind of like we just need this fresh start, and Cold War gave it that at the start, but then it was kind of like recency bias. And it was kind of like, this is new, this is awesome, great, and then it was kind of like once you got past that honeymoon stage, it was kind of like, this isn't good.
Yeah, it's not that fucking great.
And like
It's
zombies
not.
are good, but they're nothing compared.
Zombies are good, and the campaign was good up to a point. There was a position in it where I was like, this is kind of feels stupid now. Like, it was really cool for ages, like infiltrating like Soviet Union bases and stuff like that. It was like, oh, it was so cool. It was like back to what Cold War used to be. Just this awesome type of like run gun shooting, just Spec Ops type of
Yeah.
game. And then it just kind of went all Black Ops 3 on it and had a whole mental thing behind it. I'm like, really? Just let me shoot something. Let me shoot the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a drive. Yeah.
Do you want to hit on the Warzone?
Might as fucking well. Much like, okay, last episode we had an issue with the community giving out about a fucking skin,
Yes.
which I still haven't had issues with. We've won 3 games
3 games
Three
since last week. Yeah.
last week. No issues with the skin.
Never.
Already killed the skin a bunch of times. Never got an issue with it. Don't know what people are talking about. Turn up your fucking gamma. Sorry, I came out really angry.
You did.
Wow. It's the Irish accent. It makes the word fucking come out much more angry than it means to.
Yeah, very aggressive.
But I was. But you know, you go back to last episode if you don't understand why. But now we're gonna kind of pick on Activision itself, because we kind of realized. Yeah, we kind of realized while we were complaining about no one else complaining about, well, we say no one else. I wouldn't, like, the main thing was on people's minds was the skin. We didn't actually talk about anything else. So every single time they patch something in that fucking game, it breaks hundreds of other things.
Yeah, like they go, oh, hey, we fixed one of the 8 issues, but we created 9 others. You know, like,
oh,
it's so true though.
Perfect. It's so perfect. Yeah, no, it's shit. Well, it's not shit, no, but that's exactly what happens. Like, look what happened to fucking DMR.
Oh. It's dumb.
The DMR came, and it was like, it was stupid. It was ridiculous. There was no fighting it at all. It came shit, and they're like, okay, we'll change it. And then they nerfed it, and then it was still overpowered because they didn't do it enough. But in doing that, other things came into it as well, like apparently the skin, and then there was the fucking stim glitch that was still there after the next fucking patch.
It still is there.
They have a hotfix coming now.
I don't understand how people, first of all, figure this shit out. Right, I don't know how to do it, and then how does that occur? Like the first, I don't know how you do it now. I really don't know how you do it, but the first way you did it was you had to have a grenade. You cooked the grenade in your hand. You threw it on the wall. It bounced back. You caught it and you let it blow up. Then you self-res and you had infinite stim glitches. How?
Stims. It wasn't even fucking. You have infinite grenades. You have infinite stims.
How? No, infinite tacticals. Like whatever you had in your tactics. How?
How does that work? Link?
Exactly. How does that link at all? How does having a grenade, your own grenade down you and you self-res, give you infinite of anything?
How does that?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Is there a list of all the glitches that has occurred in Warzone? I want I should look this up beforehand, because Warzone glitches list. Oh, might actually be. Top 10 Top 10 Call of Duty Warzone glitches. Let's see what these are. As it goes by dotesports.com. I consent. Thank you. Okay, yeah, well, there's the EBR 14 damage glitch. What even is this one?
I remember it being broken. But
EBR did more headshot damage with a premium blueprint was equipped. The EBR was a one-shot kill with a premium blueprint. Why the fuck does that do anything?
Because it's pay to win.
Fair. Oh, he had a disappearing loot. There was disappearing loadout drops at one point.
Yes, I do. It never happened to us, but I do remember seeing that one. Yeah.
I do remember like a bunch of, like, we'd be running up to something and the money just disappear and shit like that.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Broken vehicle collision boxes, don't really remember that one. Game breaking vehicles.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I do remember this one.
If you were to drive a certain vehicle into a certain corner of the map, it would make the whole lobby crash.
How the fuck? Like, that's probably the best one that we could bring up with this. You drive a vehicle to a corner of a map. You don't touch anything. You don't blow up anything. You don't shoot something in a distance. You don't do anything. You stand there and it causes the game to crash.
Yeah, the whole lobby disconnects.
Wait,
It got
what
so
about-
bad to the point where I think it was the Big Berthas. It got so bad to the point where they didn't know how to fix it, that they just took Big Berthas out of the game for a week.
Big Birds? What were those?
The big,
Oh, the
the
trucks.
big trucks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's something about rocks as well. Rocks are always fucked.
Oh yeah.
Apparently there was a glitch to get the automatic weapons inside the gulag when it was just pistols at the beginning.
Yeah.
Ping exploit.
That's
Oh,
not-
hey, that's just the red marker thing. That's oh, there's the unlimited tactical equipment one. Invisibility exploit. There's the one that we got fucked with when it came to that.
Oh
What
yeah.
was it? Yeah, there's a few of them. Gun texture glitch.
Oh
Into a
yeah, I remember that one.
Terrifying massive visual artifacts.
There was one. There used to be, but do you know how that invisibility one works? Do you even know how you do it?
No, enlighten me.
Well, when it was around, the way you did it, right? You had to call in a loadout, and you had to stand underneath the loadout, and the loadout would land on you. You would be inside the loadout. You got your loadout, and then when the loadout broke, you'd be invisible.
Okay,
How?
that should kill you.
It should. Then there was another one that if you went, like if you knew where the gulag was underneath the ground, if you went there to a certain point, through the loadout, stood underneath the loadout, it would push you into the gulag, right? And you were able to you were able to climb up a box and see into the Nuketown section of the gulag, and you were able to just kill the people that were in there.
Yeah.
Imagine dying from that.
I actually look what we have been hit with that.
Imagine you're in the gulag and it's like go, and then you're instantly dead because someone shot you, and you're like, how? That would
Yeah.
infuriate me.
Oh, it's just
But how do people know these? How do they figure these out?
yeah.
And then how does patching a gun make that happen? Like,
Yeah, that's like you patch the damage on a weapon. You're like, yeah, here you go. We've refined a few other things as well. We've refined running on certain consoles and shit like that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. And then drive a truck to the corner of a map and you can get dropped. Just standing fucking still in the fucking plane will apparently make everyone crash and you just win.
yeah. Like, I don't get it.
Like at the beginning, there were glitches in Warzone. That's fair. There weren't this much bullshit.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know
was.
how they're doing this or why they're doing this.
Yeah.
I kind of think that it's on purpose.
Part of me thinks so too.
Like, a part of me thinks that they bring out obviously the broken guns is on purpose. That's on
Oh, yeah.
purpose.
Oh,
That's obvious. Like, they want you to either buy the game so you can level them up, or buy a certain blueprint to get the gun.
yeah.
So, like, that's obvious. But, like, a part of me makes me want to think that they put these glitches in to people to figure out and then try. I'm like, but what's the point?
Yeah. Like the
Like if-
DMR was bad and it took them way too long to fix it.
Yeah, if I won a game by standing in the gas and just stimming for the past 10 minutes, and I literally just won because the circuit fully closed and a guy lost, I'd be pretty pissed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even if I won, I'd be like, this is shameful.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to like win like that. Like, this is just shameful.
Yeah, and if I lost the game because your man was out and fucking ages away from the final circle, just stimming, I would be really, really pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's nothing you can do.
Ridiculous.
There's absolutely
No,
nothing
there's
you can do
nothing you can
unless
do.
you manage to like, if you have stims yourself and a grenade and know how to do the stim glitch and do it yourself, just to spite the other person too.
Yeah.
But like, no, come on, like, it's annoying.
It's ridiculous. And look, what he says the other night as well, we hate the cheaters as much as everyone else does. But what I hate more is the fact that they have to have these banning purges of 60,000 players as opposed to just regularly banning them.
Just every day. If you ban every day 100 players, it's a lot better than making me wait 3 months for you to ban 60,000. Just ban them as they come up, like.
Mm.
Like, you didn't figure out from today and tomorrow, oh, there are 60,000, these 60,000 accounts are hacking. You knew this from before, and you just were collecting this info and letting them hack for who knows how long. Ban them. We have, like, Warzone is one of those games that I absolutely hate, but cannot stop playing. It's one of those games that you're like, I hate this game, but it is so much fun.
Yeah. Like, it's causing fucking professionals to quit, like Vicstar and stuff like that. They're quitting because of all this cheating and hacking and stuff like that. And the whole reason why there's hackers nowadays, as an influx at least, is because there's so many hackers. They're like, yeah, sure, if they're doing it, I'm going to do it.
Exactly. If they're doing it and there's no repercussions for doing it, I'm going to do it too. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But if you were consistently having a good anti-hack system and banning people that were hacking, like, I remember watching people hack on like Fortnite or like PUBG or something like that, and they would be banned mid-game.
Yeah.
Mid-game. Like, it's not a thing of like, oh, in a week I was just randomly banned when I try to log in. No, mid-game they're kicked and it's like you're being banned for hacking. Why can't they do that here? When they have so much money.
Oh, ridiculous amounts. Enough to fucking send out another possibly broken piece of shit game towards the end of the year.
And we'll all buy it.
And we'll all fucking buy it, that's the thing. We'll all buy it.
We'll all buy it and complain about it and then complain about the next one and buy it anyway.
Yep. Yep.
What's the definition of insane?
Yeah, literally. Definition of insane is to, what is it? To do something over and over again and expect a different outcome to occur.
That's literally COD.
It's literally COD. It's literally awesome COD. We keep doing the same thing over and over again and just... Warzone win proves you should... Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought that was something else. Yeah, it's just COD. We just keep getting the same shit over and over and over and over again and just and assume it's going to change in the end.
Yeah, never does.
Never does. Never fucking does.
No. But I think the last bit of news we have is GTA 6.
More after this. Oh, fuck yeah, there was one more. Yeah, and we still have a good bit of time. So, GTA 6. Possible leaks. Possible map reveal. Possible release date.
Possible everything.
Possible everything.
So hit me with it, because you got the facts.
I have the facts, Barry? Well, the release date is sometime in 2023, which is fine. That means they're taking it.
Yeah, I don't mind,
Yep.
yeah. Like, I say what, because it's been like 10 years since we got GTA 5.
Yeah,
What?
almost. It will be actually when that comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, I don't mind it, because that means they're taking their time and doing it right.
Taking the time to do it right. Is the map... I still saw it. I might have misread it now. I think the map is like Miami.
Is it? See, I've heard so many different ones, you know. I've heard Tokyo, I've heard Miami, I've heard Los Angeles again. Like, you know, I don't know. But again, I don't really care where it is. As long as
I don't care where it is
map,
either.
A cool map, great story, good multiplayer.
Yeah, a post suggests that it's going to be set in Vice City, which is like, you know, just based on Miami and stuff like that. But it's going to be in a city kind of based on Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, now, the only other thing is that it's rumored to be set between 1970 and 1980.
I was going to say it's in the 70s.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
Don't like that. Because the thing that makes GTA 5 so much fun is that you can have this fucking laser gun, you can have this Batmobile, you can have this fucking jet, this, that, and the other if you make it in the 70s, you can't have this if you're making it realistic.
Yeah.
You know, like
I'm worried and I'm hoping that
that's
doesn't
not true.
occur.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's just a fake. I'm hoping that's like a decoy.
I really hope so too.
I say it is. I say it is some form of thing. I say all of this is some form of thing.
Sure, all of these are rumors. Nothing like Rockstar have given us zero. They haven't even said that there is a GTA 6. You
Yeah.
know?
If anything, they said the opposite.
Yeah, if anything, they've said we're not making another one, but everyone's like, yeah, you will though.
Yeah, so like
It's probably the most sold game of all time too,
it is, I think.
and it's still being sold.
Oh yeah, no, it's the most sold games of all time. Number 1, Minecraft. Number 2, GTA 5.
Exactly. There you go.
Wii Sports is number 4.
Jesus, fair play to Wii Sports.
I mean, damn right to esports. What's the top 10? Minecraft, GTA 5, Tetris, obviously, Wii Sports, PlayerUnknown's Battleground actually is number 5.
Oh.
Super Mario Brothers number 6. Back in 1985. Jesus, Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow back in 1996. The Wii Fit, really? Tetris, Nintendo, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, really?
Jesus.
Mario Kart Wii is only 2 slots down. Then Red Dead Redemption 2 and 13. Okay, that's... God, there's some load of games actually here that I just didn't expect to be up here. Like, okay, like out of the top 25, like, The Witcher 3 is there as well. Modern Warfare, the new one, is there. Skyrim is there. Terraria is there. Animal Crossing New Horizons is there.
That's mad.
Grand Theft
But
Auto
yeah.
is there. Oh, that's 4.
Again.
I thought I misread it. I thought it was Grand Theft Auto 5. Again? Oh, I'm dying.
But like,
So,
it's
like-
second most sold of all time. Like,
All time.
that's mad.
In 2013.
That's insane.
Well, look. It's what we're like. This is what I wanted to get on to. We already started hinting at it already. It's like, what do we want in this game?
I kind of want just. It's practically not the exact same as GTA 5, but a very similar game to GTA 5. Because GTA 5
Yeah,
is perfection.
absolutely. Maybe except for some of the flying bikes and shit on multiplayer and the grief.
But that's just they're just annoying.
They're just annoying. Yeah.
They're just annoying because people just want to piss people off. But
Yeah.
But yeah, like GTA 5 was perfect, and and that's why I think GTA 6 hasn't come out, because
There's
it's
so many
so
reasons why
good
GTA 6
and
doesn't come out.
it's done so well that why would you bring it out now when it's still doing really well?
Yeah, and look, that has to be a thing about it as well. Why bring out another game when your current game is still performing
Exactly.
to the nines?
If it's performing really really well, why bring it out?
Yeah, and look, people are going to get annoyed that there's no single player updates and stuff like that. People are going to get annoyed that there's not a whole lot of other things to do except for multiplayer online. Okay, that's a shame that you don't have anything else like that to do in single player and stuff like that. But why would they invest so much time on something that only a few people want when the online is earning them so much more?
Exactly, the online is their biggest selling point.
And just get into it. Just get it. Like, you can do so many things on your own.
So
unless-
many things.
And yeah, there's a lot of things that are focused on team things as well, like the heists and stuff like that, which we fucking loved.
Did the Criminal Mastermind challenge?
We did a Criminal Masterminds challenge. My God,
Criminal?
that was so fucking... Look, you know the words in my mouth aren't coming out correctly today.
But yeah, that was so much fun.
That was
And
so much
it was
fun.
so much work, but it was so much fun.
And I hope they have something like that in this new one. But
Yeah.
I don't want it to be 70s. I don't want it to be 70s, 80s. I want it to be like modern days as well. I want to have... That's one of the unreal things with GTA 5. You drive around like Lamborghinis and these fancy ass fucking cars and all that type of stuff. And then it's like... I also would love if they just brought your character over in some way. Like, you still have some of the things that you bought in the past. Your character's still there. Or
Yeah.
something like that. Because I love my character at the moment. I don't think I've ever spent as much time with a character that I have this guy. So I almost feel sad having to leave him behind. So there's a way of incorporating the GTA Online, GTA 5 Online. Actually, okay, if they do this, right? If they have like the big whole map and the campaign, the single player is set in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
And you deal with the drug cartel and you do all that type of stuff in the 70s and 80s. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And then if they come and they bring the multiplayer in, if they skip ahead decades, and just like the multiplayer is completely separate to the single player, same map, but it's modern.
Same map, just futuristic. Well, not futuristic, but just in the future.
Yeah, modern. Like in modern times, as opposed to the 80s. In like current day time. If they could do that, I'd be delighted. Because that means single player is completely different to the multiplayer. You get a different experience in the single player, so you might be more inclined to stick with the single player than the multiplayer. But the multiplayer also gives you all that you want from a GTA thing. I'll be able to drive around fancy modern day cars in this beautiful city type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that sounds great.
Do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, actually.
Like that way, you can even keep your own character if you wanted to, because you can just like have him fly over to the place.
GTA.
You could have all the new
email. Look up their email. Get onto them.
Oh yeah, we already did it with Tom Holland. Let's do it with fucking Rockstar now.
Get onto them.
Yeah.
Get the boys on the phone.
What's the thing? Get him on the horn.
Get him on the horn.
Like, give us that. I just growled out of nowhere. I don't know if that picked up. Yeah, give us that shit. I'd play the shit out of that.
Yeah.
And give us heists. Give us heists off the bat. Give us cool heists.
Yeah, straight off the bat, because I remember heist wasn't a thing for a while, and then they came in.
For like, I want to say 4 years, but I think it was
2 or 3 years.
It was on.
It was a good bit anyway.
Yeah.
Because it came out and it was campaign only, and then like a while after multiplayer came out, and then a good while after the heist came in, and then the CEO stuff. And
we were talking not too long ago about how there's hype for things. I know it was movies and all. The amount of hype that surrounded GTA Online that day that we saw it, was like, I can actually remember seeing the trailer in my mind. I can remember that white Aston Martin driving by, and then you can see, I think it was like some form of Bugatti, like it's the adder in the game. I remember seeing that fucking trailer and seeing online, and we're like, oh, what the fuck? And then it just, look what it exploded into.
Yeah, look at it now. It's one of the most played games ever, as seen.
Ever. So, that's what we want from GTA 6.
Exactly. We just want GTA 6, please.
We just want GTA 5, but better.
But better, yeah. Make
And
GTA
maybe get rid of
5,
the
but
oppressor.
better. Make GTA 5, but better.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we did everything, to be honest.
Everything, yeah. Everything and more.
If you can ask for any more of us.
So, yeah.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.